Hey y'all, and welcome to day 19 of our 31 Days of Shadow Work series, where we are diving into money, financial struggles, and breaking cycles. My name is Keandra, and I'm so thankful that you are here with me to guide you on this journey. So each day we're diving into a brand new prompt that is designed to help you explore your shadows and enhance your healing journey. So today's prompt is all about finances and emotions. Remember, this is a safe space for self-discovery, so take your time and give yourself some grace. Let's get into it. So today's prompt is, what emotional or mental barriers are stopping you from achieving financial freedom? We've been talking about financial freedom for the past couple videos. So what emotional or mental barriers are stopping you? Sometimes the emotional barrier that's stopping you is the fact that anytime you get in your feelings, you spend money, you go shopping, you go out to eat, you go to the bar, you buy yourself something. You get yourself a little sweet treat. Some of us that grew up without money, once we have money as an adult, we don't know how to manage that money. And so anytime we feel happy buying something, sad, we buy something, disappointed, we buy something, frustrated, we buy something. So that emotional barrier is what you're going to have to work through in order for you to really start building the financial freedom that you want, to really start building that lifestyle. Because if every single time you get in your feelings about anything, whether it's a good feeling or a negative feeling, you go spend money, that's going to impact your ability to invest your money that you have now into the things that you say that you want. Now, if you make 150, 250, 300K and you can spend it like that, then by all means, do your thing. But most of us that are watching these videos are not making that amount of money. And so we have to be more conscious of how we're spending. That little $50 Shein cart adds up if you do that 3, 4, 5, 6 times a month. That little $50, dinner at Red Lobster adds up if you do that 3, 4, 5, 6 times a month. You got to think about it. If you go out to eat every single week, 50, 60, sometimes $100, because depending on how I'm feeling, y'all, my solo date is $100 depending on how I'm feeling. So let's say you're spending on average $50 to $60 every single week taking yourself out to dinner. So that's $60 every single week. That's 6, 12, 18, $240 every single month that you're spending on just going out to eat. Now that $240 could be something that you are using to invest in a class. That's something that you could be using to invest in some more education about something. You could be adding that money to a savings account every month. I'm really big on talking about high yield savings accounts, because a high yield saving account is paying you to store your money every single month. If you don't have a high yield saving account, I recommend Amex, because that's what I have. I have an American Express high yield savings account, and they pay out pretty well. And that is a long term savings plan, because they're not paying out $1, $2, $3, $4, $500 a month. Well, depending on how much money in your account, that's not my business. But you have to start asking yourself, like, where am I spending my money? Like, why am I spending my money here? Like, you got a closet full of clothes you don't wear, but you keep buying clothes. You don't want financial freedom. You have a closet full of shoes and you don't even wear those shoes, but you still buying shoes. You don't want financial freedom. Like, financial freedom comes at a cost in the beginning, so that way you can spend money however you want. I'm really big on like living a more minimalist life, because I was one of those people that kept buying clothes, kept buying shoes, and was never wearing them. Like, it got to the point where I had clothes in my closet that had tags on it for years. So that meant every spring I never wore that dress. Every winter I never wore that sweater. Every summer I never wore those shorts. Like, that's what was happening, but I was still buying new clothes. So it was like, I clearly don't want no money for real, because I'm steady spending money on things I don't even really want or don't really need. But emotionally, I do. Like, emotionally, I'm happy, I'm gonna go buy myself something. Emotionally, I'm sad, I gotta go buy myself something. Emotionally, he done pissed me off, I'm gonna go buy myself something. Like, you have to start addressing the emotional and mental barriers that you're having that are stopping you from truly achieving financial freedom, because there are people that real deal can teach you how to gain financial freedom, that are not scammers, that are not marketing scam. Like, they're not scamming you, but you have to invest. You have to pay for the mentorship. You have to pay to be in the room sometime, and that's just the cost of leveling up financially sometimes, because the people who have the true level of knowledge and the true level of financial freedom, they took a lot of L's to get there. They spent a lot of money to get there. They lost a lot of money to get there. So if you want to get there, they're trying to shorten the process by just charging you this one fee, or charging you this monthly fee, or this yearly fee, or whatever the case may be. But you spending that on food. You're spending it on shoes. You're spending it on clothes. You're spending it on cars. Like, you're spending it on things that don't increase in value. And when you're working towards financial freedom, that is a really big thing. Is making sure that the money you put on something is going to increase in value later on. Because if you buy something that decreases in value, that was pointless. Because if you ever sell it, you're never going to get back what you put in it. Whereas when you buy something that increases in value over time, or you put your money in something that increases in value over time, you're always going to get a return on that. And financial freedom is about getting a return on your investments every single time, more times than not. So ask yourself, what emotional or mental barriers are stopping you from achieving financial freedom? If you're participating in the series, make sure you use the hashtag 31 days of shadow work and tag me at Keandra Ware. So excited to be continuing this journey with y'all. We are over halfway through the month now, okay? And super proud of you for taking this time for yourself. See y'all again tomorrow.